All glories to the assembled devotees.
Hare Krishna.
All glories to the assembled devotees.
Hare Krishna.
All glories to the assembled devotees.
Hare Krishna.
All glories to Shishi Guru and Shishi Gaura.
Hare Bol. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna.
Krishna Krishna.
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama.
Hare Rama.
Hare Rama.
Hare Rama.
Rama Rama.
Rama Rama.
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Thank you very much for joining this Saturday program. After 2 weeks of break at this center, we are restarting again. One was solar eclipse, one was lunar eclipse. One was?
Painting.
Oh, sorry, painting. Okay. But somehow, for solar eclipse also we missed, right? Weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, weekend, okay. Anyways, I don't remember. Eclipse. So, thank you for joining again. Our energy, we have to get it back, actually. Slowly. So, today we have our His Grace Seshapathi Prabhu, who is very, one of the very dedicated devotee for the past more than 2 decades. He's been in Krishna consciousness. So he'll be driving us into Srimad Bhagavatam 1.1.22. So he'll refresh 1.1.21 also quickly. So he's a disciple of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. So let's all welcome him by 3 times standing Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Also we should not forget, this month is Kartik month, very, very special. So at the end of the program, okay, so we will do Damodara Ashtakam. Okay, so after kids sloka recitation, we'll do Damodara Ashtakam with ghee lamps. We have ghee wicks. We'll do that. Also there is a special program organized by Kirtida, especially for kids. So while the program is going on here in the hall, there will be kids program, Bhagavatam program at the office. Okay? Yeah. So kids means not elderly kids. They prefer to sit here, listen Bhagavatam. Okay? She will dictate that what terms and conditions. But today she is planning to start. So please, kids will be engaged there in the other room. Okay? In Kids Bhagavatam. It's very interactive session. It's not like preaching session. Okay? It's question answers and jokes and stories. So we'll have so much for kids. Definitely they'll be entertained. Okay? Philosophically too. So please send your kids there. only kids, no adults there. Okay, no mothers, no fathers. They all have to be here. Okay, so that is when the program is going on here now. Okay, but I have to take some printouts before that. Give me 5-10 minutes. After that, the program will start. Okay, until then, please assemble here. Seshapathi Prabhu, it's your stage. Please take us into Srimad Bhagavatam. Thank you.
Who wants to sing? My wife. Mataji, come. Got the harmony? Can I play? Fine. Sing it. Be louder. Closer.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
अनंतकोटि वैष्णव वृंद की इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य श्रील प्रभुपाद की
जय।
आचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की
जय।
प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की
जय।
श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की
जय।
वृंदावन धाम की
जय।
मधुरा धाम की
जय।
मायापुर धाम की
जय।
जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की
जय।
गंगा माई की
जय।
यमुना माई की
जय।
भक्ति देवी की
जय।
तुलसी देवी की
जय।
सामवेद भक्त वृंद की
जय।
all glories to assembled
हरे
devotees,
कृष्ण।
all glories to assembled
हरे
devotees,
कृष्ण।
all glories to assembled
हरे
devotees,
कृष्ण।
all glories to Sri Sri Guru Gauranga.
हरि हरि बोल।
Hare Krishna. Thank you all for joining this evening. So today we'll continue with Canto 1, Chapter 1, verse 23. नमो ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी निधि नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे. Let's start with the recitation. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
I hope you all have opened on your mobiles or recite with me. Tvam naha sandarsito datra
संदर्शितो तत्र
dustaram
दुष्टारं
nishtititishatam
निस्तितिशतां
kalim sattvaharam
कलिं सत्त्वहरं
pumsam
पुंसां
karnadara ivarnavam.
कर्णधारा इवान्नमम्।
Tvam na sandarsito datra
त्वं न संदर्शितो तत्र
dustaram nishtititishatam
दुष्टरं निस्तितिशतां
kalim sattvaharam pumsam
कलिं सत्त्वहरं पुंसां
karnadara ivarnavam.
कर्णधारा इवान्नमम्।
Tvam na sandarsito datra
त्वं न संदर्शितो तत्र
dustaram nishtititishatam
दुष्टरं निस्तितिशतां
kalim sattvaharam pumsam
कलिं सत्त्वहरं पुंसां
karnadara ivarnavam.
कर्णधारा इवान्नमम्।
Let us go with synonyms. Tvam, your goodness.
Your goodness,
Nah,
now
unto us.
unto us,
Sandarsitaha,
Sandarshita,
meeting.
meeting,
Dhatra,
Datra,
by providence.
by providence,
Dustaram,
Dustaram,
insurmountable.
insurmountable,
Nishtiti shatam,
Nishtitishatama,
for those desiring to cross over.
for desiring to cross over,
Kalim,
Kalim,
the age of Kali.
the age of Kali,
Sattvaharam,
Sattvaharam,
that which deteriorates the good qualities.
that which deteriorates the good qualities,
Pumsam,
Pumsam,
of a man.
of a man,
Karnadharaha,
Karnadhara,
captain.
captain,
Iva,
Iva,
as.
as,
Arnavam,
Arnavam,
the ocean.
the ocean.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Please recite after me, translation. We think that
We think that
we have met your goodness
we have met your goodness
by the will of providence,
by the will of providence,
just so that
just so that
we may accept
we may accept
you as captain of the ship.
you as captain of the ship,
For those
for those
who desire to cross the difficult ocean of Kali,
who desire to cross the difficult ocean of Kali,
which deteriorates
which deteriorates
all the good qualities of a human being.
all the good qualities of a human being.
Purport. The age of Kali is very dangerous for the human being. Human life is simply meant for self-realization. But due to this dangerous age, men have span will gradually decrease. People will gradually lose their memory, finer sentiments, strength, and better qualities. A list of the anomalies for this age is given in the 12th canto of this work. And so, this age is very difficult for those who want to utilize this life for self-realization. The people are so busy with sense gratification that they completely forget about self-realization. Out of madness, they frankly say that there is no need for self-realization because they do not realize that this brief life is but a movement on our great journey towards self-realization. The whole system of education is geared to sense gratification. And if a learned man thinks it over, he sees that the children of this age are being intentionally sent to the slaughterhouses of so-called education. Learned men, therefore, must be cautious of this age. And if they at all want to cross over the dangerous ocean of Kali, they must follow the footsteps of the sages of Naimisaranya and accept Sri Suta Goswami or his bona fide representative as the captain of the ship. The ship is the message of Lord Sri Krishna in the shape of Bhagavad Gita or the Srimad Bhagavatham. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So thank you again all for joining. So before speaking, I would like to seek permission from all the assembled Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis here. And this is by the mercy of Vaishnavas I have got the opportunity to speak. And I understand this is completely for my purification, and please forgive me for any faults. I hope I speak according to the Gurus, whatever Gurus spoken. I just repeat their words. I am just like a postman delivering the mail to the house. Thank you, Hare Krishna. So today's verse is very wonderful verse. This talks about Guru Tattva. And we are in this Canto 1, Chapter 1, and where just to set the context, so Munis, they have headed by Saunaka Muni, they have all gathered at the place called Naimisaranya to do the yajna for 1,000 years. And they started the yajna and they gave the asana, highest asana to Suta Muni. And because he was the one who heard the Bhagavatam from Sukadeva Goswami when he broadcasted to Parikshit Maharaj on the banks of river Ganga. So then they started asking questions to Suta Mahamuni, all these sages. So we have been discussing about all these 6 questions. They already asked 5 questions, and the last question was they were asking about Hari avatars. What are his avatars of Hari? And that question is still going on. So the 6th question will come in next verse. In this verse, now the next verse is the end of this chapter, and in this verse now they are glorifying Suta Mahamuni as the captain of the ship. They are glorifying and they are giving that highest, they have already given that highest asana. Now they are glorifying him as the captain of the ship. So like here the important word is Karnadhara. Karnadhara is captain of ship. Karna means not our ear, but there is another meaning of Karna. Karna is a helm, which is used to row the boat, to move the boat. And Dhara is the supporter or bearer, who takes that helm and he pushes the boat forward. like in the olden days, but nowadays it's like a steering. People just steer it, and he is called Karnadara. He is the captain of the ship. Here they are glorifying him as Karnadara, captain of the ship. Just let me read the translation. We think that we have met your goodness by the will of providence, just so that we may accept you as captain of the ship for those who desire to cross the difficult ocean of Kali, which deteriorates all the good qualities of a human being. So they are saying this Dustaram, this Kali is insurmountable. This Kali Yuga is very difficult to cross over. Like to do any spiritual activity, it is very difficult to do it in this Kali Yuga. Dustaram, Nishtitirshata, for those desiring to cross over. Whoever is here, they are desiring to cross over this material ocean. So you are all very fortunate souls, you are all here. And Sattvaharam, so this Kali, the Sattvaharam, that which deteriorates the good qualities. The Dharma is like degrading every day in the Kali Yuga. The today's Dharma will not be there tomorrow. It's degrading every day. It degrades. And so that's why they accepted Suta Mahamuni as Karnadara, Iva Arnavam, like a captain of their ship, for those who desire to cross this difficult ocean of Kali. So Krishna also in 11th canto of Bhagavatam, when he was speaking to Uddhava, he uses the same word Karnadharam. There is a wonderful verse spoken by Krishna. It is similar to this. We will dive into that. Where Krishna says, Hridayam ajyam, sulabam sudurlabam, plava sukalpam, guru karnadharam. So Krishna uses that word, guru karnadharam. And maya anukulena nabhasvata iritam, puman bhavabdim nataret atmaha. Krishna says, this nudeham, this human body, is ajam, which gives all the favorable results, which we can use it to get all the benefits, especially this human body. Sulabam sudurlabam. Sulabam means automatically obtained, means it's not easily obtained. It's automatically obtained means we have gone through so much evolutionary process to get this human body. We have not got this human body just like that. So we have gone through so much of evolutionary process, right? The evolutionary process, like so we have this verse from Padma Purana. So Jalaja Nava Lakshani, Stavara Laksha Vimsati, Krimayo Rudra Sankyaha, Pakshinam Dasalakshana, and Pasavaha Trimsal Lakshani, and Manushaha Chatur Lakshani. So we have gone through, like first we have taken birth like aquatics, Jalaja Nava Lakshani. So there are 8,400,000 of species, varieties of species in this world. So out of which there are 900,000 varieties of aquatics, Jalaja. And Stavara Laksha Vimsati. Stavara, these non-moving entities like plants, trees, they are like Laksha Vimsati, 2 million varieties of species. And Krimayo Rudra Sankyaha, Krimaya, all these reptiles and insects, they are like 1,100,000 Rudra Sankyaha, 11 lakhs. So Pakshinam Dasalakshanam, Pakshi, that bird varieties of bird species, there are like 1 million. And Pasavaha Trimsal Lakshani, these 4-legged animals, they are like 3 million. And in the Manushya Chatur Lakshani, in the human forms, we have 400,000 species of varieties of, Manushyas. human beings. So we have gone through all this evolutionary process. First we have taken the birth like aquatics, and then non-moving entities like trees and plants, and then like insects and reptiles, then like birds, and then like four-legged animals. Then we got this human body. And even after getting this human body, there are varieties of human beings, right? 400,000 human beings, out of which there are civilized and non-civilized people, and again civilized again, who have faith in God again. Faith in God again, there are different categories: impersonalists, yogis, jnanis, and then bhaktis, and out of which devotees are very few. So we have gone through all this process to get this human body. We haven't got just like that. So that is why it is sudurlabham. It is rarely obtained. So we haven't got this human body very easily. It is very rarely obtained. So manusham durlabham janma. So this human form is very rarely obtained. And again, in Narada Muni says in Bhagavatam, this Kshanavangura, this human body, we can lose it at any time. We can die at any moment. We don't know what will happen in the next moment. We can die at any moment. So it is rarely obtained, and we can lose it at any moment, because Krishna is there, Mutyu Sarvaharashaham. So he will come in the form of Mrityu, death, and he will take away us. So we can lose it at any moment. But this human body has a very good quality. We have to use this like a plavam. Krishna says, use this like a plavam. Plavam means the boat, ship. So we are in this material existence. We are in this material ocean. This material existence is compared with ocean. So to cross this material ocean, we have to use this human body as plavam. So we have to use this as a ship to cross this material ocean. But who is the captain of that ship? Guru eva karnadaram. So Guru, the spiritual master, is the captain of this ship. Guru eva karnadaram. So, but this human form is sukalpam. It is well suited for its purpose. So, like if someone is in animal body, like a pig's body or any bird body, so they cannot do the bhakti. Only human being can do it. So we have got this body to do bhakti. So we can only do it in the human form of life. So this plavam sukalpam guru karnadaram. So we have to use this human body as the ship to cross this material ocean, and we have to take Guru as the captain of the ship. And Maya anukulena nabhasvata iritam. Krishna says all the sastric injunctions or instructions like Srimad Bhagavatham, all the Upanishads. So Krishna is giving all these instructions. These instructions are like favorable winds to fly smoothly on this boat. So we are in this boat, and spiritual master is captain of the ship, and all the favorable winds are like the Krishna's instructions are like favorable winds to fly smoothly on this boat. And Puman Bhavabdim Nataret Atmaha. Even after getting all these advantages, we got this human body, and Krishna is giving instructions, and also Krishna is sending a spiritual master like Srila Prabhupada. He has written all these books. So he did not even he was not even sleeping properly, and he was just sleeping for 2 hours, and he has written all these books for us. He has given wonderful purports. So it's very, very difficult to understand the science of Bhagavan, but only by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, Guru Parampara, we are able to understand easily this Krishna, science of Krishna. Otherwise it's very, very difficult. Wherever you go, we cannot find. There are like outside ISKCON, maybe outside Krishna consciousness movements, very, very difficult to get this knowledge. So only Srila Prabhupada, who has put all this effort and has given these wonderful books to us. So Krishna has given this body, Plavam, and he has given spiritual master, and he has given his instructions like Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. Krishna is saying, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Saranam Raja. So surrender to me. He is giving all the instructions. And even though after getting all these advantages, if someone is not using this body, for the self-realization, he is considered as Atmaha. He is the killer of his own soul. So, Atmaha, even in Ishopanishad, one mantra it is mentioned, Atmaha. So that means if we are not using this human body for the self-realization, so because the purpose of human life is Athato Brahma Jignasa. So to inquire about the Supreme Brahman, Supreme Lord, that is the purpose of this human form of life. If we are not using for that purpose, we are considered as Atmaha, killer of the soul. We don't know what body we'll get in the next life if we are not using this body for the bhakti, to do bhakti. So that is why we have to approach Guru. So because we know we got this body and we have to use this body for the self-realization, and we have to approach Guru to get that knowledge. How to cross this material ocean in this boat. So that's what scripture says. Tad vijnanardham sa gurum eva avigacchati. In order to learn vijnana means self-realized knowledge. Gnana means theoretical knowledge. So to get that self-realized knowledge, we have to go to Guru. Gurum eva avigacchati. So that is the first and foremost thing we have to do in that spiritual life. So even Rupa Goswami says in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Ado Guru Ashrayam Sad Dharma Prichet. First and foremost thing is to take shelter of Guru. So that is the first and foremost thing. If we want to get released from this materialistic life, we have to first and foremost approach the Guru and take the shelter of Guru. And then we have to learn about what is our Swarupa, why we are here, what we have to do. Sad Dharma Prichet, Dharma, what Dharma we have to do. So what is our eternal identity, what we have to do, get rid of this material life cycle, birth and death. That we have to ask from the Guru. So, because Guru can only give this knowledge, Guru is Tattvadarshi. So he is the Tattvadarshi. Tadvidhi pranipadena pariprasnena sevaya upadekshanti te gnanam gnanina tattvadarshina. So Guru is the Tattvadarshi. He who has seen the truth. He is the learned soul. So he can only give. So Tattvam et gnanam adbhayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavaniti sabdate. So that tattva gnana, that knowledge only Guru can give. So there are different different realizations in the Supreme Lord, like impersonal Brahman realization, Paramatma realization, and Bhagavan realization. Bhagavan realization is the highest realization. So Paramatma is not complete realization, and impersonal Brahma Jyoti effulgence, impersonal Brahman effulgence realization is not complete. Only the Bhagavan realization is the complete. That only Guru can give. It's like impersonal Brahman realization is compared to sunshine, and Paramatma realization, right? Sunshine is there. It is not. It doesn't stop with sunshine, right? If we go further, we find sun glow. That is like a Paramatma realization. If we still go further, we'll find sun god inside the sun glow. So that is Bhagavan realization. So there is a Supreme Personality of Godhead. He has form. He has his own life. He has his own pastimes. So that is the Supreme Personality of God. That is the Bhagavan realization. So that Guru only can give to us. So then, okay, now we understood, okay, Guru is important, and again, why we will get again a question, right? Why I should accept Guru? Why? So scripture says, Tarko apratishta, Srutayo vibhinnam. So these Vedas are variegated, right? So there we have 4 Vedas, we have Upanishads, 108 primary Upanishads, and we have Samhitas, we have Agamas, we have 18 Puranas. We have so much literature, Mahabharata, Ramayana we have. So Srutayo Vibhinnam. So these Vedas are variegated. Tarko Apratishta. It's very difficult to understand all these Vedas, because if you read one scripture and today and if you read another scripture tomorrow, you will find some contradiction. We can't get conclusions out of it. If we study with our own understanding, if we study on our own, we cannot understand them. Srutayo Vibhinnam. Tarko Apratishtaha. We cannot conclude anything by logic. Tarka means logic. By dry speculation or dry argument, we cannot conclude, okay, he is the supreme, so this is the supreme, something like that. We cannot conclude. Tarko Apratishtaha. Na aso rushir yasya matir na bhinnam. So he is not a philosopher if he is not giving the different philosophies. So we have so many philosophers. They are giving their own philosophies, and we get confused. So we have so many same people, they talk about Krishna differently. So maybe in Krishna consciousness, we get different understanding. If you go outside, you get different understanding of same about Krishna. There are different philosophers, they are giving different philosophies. Tarko Srutayo Vibhinnam Tarko Apratishtaha. Na aso rishi rasya matir na bhinnam. Then what we have to do? Dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhayam. Mahajano yena gata pantaha. So this dharma, dharma, right? These religious principles are hidden in the heart of a pure devotee. So we can only find them in heart of a pure devotee. So this dharma, these religious principles. So Mahajano yena gata pantaha. That is why we have to always follow the pure devotees, because we cannot understand anything by our own. We have to follow the pure devotee like Srila Prabhupada. He has given all these things to us. So otherwise it's very, very difficult to understand who is supreme, who is the supreme Lord. We cannot understand easily. So then okay, now we understand why we need Guru. Then how to identify Guru? How to find a Guru? Who should we accept as a Guru? So Srila Prabhupada says a Guru must be a Vaishnava. He cannot be a Vaishnava. So only Vaishnavas, they accept the personal form of the Lord. Vaishnavas, right? Mayavadis, they don't accept personal form of the Lord. Mayavadi, Krishna Aparadi, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, they derive the form of the Supreme Lord. So he should be a Vaishnava and he should be in a bona fide Sampradaya. So a Guru should be in a bona fide Parampara. Like we have 4 bona fide Sampradayas. One is Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, Ramanuja Sampradaya and Madhva Sampradaya. And we have Kumara Sampradaya and Rudra Sampradaya. Kumara Sampradaya originated by Sanat Kumaras and Rudra Sampradaya originated by Lord Shiva. So we have to accept Guru from these bona fide Sampradayas. Otherwise we cannot accept. Because in outside world now we see there are a lot of people who give lot of knowledge, trying to give lot of knowledge. Even other religion people, they are trying to analyze the verses from Vedas. And they pick some words like, okay, this is Nirakara. So they say, okay, Lord doesn't have any form. They don't understand anything other than that, because they don't have any self-realized knowledge. I see there are some Muslim speakers. They take some words from Vedas and they speak nonsense, because they cannot understand anything, because they don't have any self-realized knowledge, because they don't follow 4 regulative principles. They eat meat and they talk about Vedas. They don't chant daily. They don't chant anything. They don't chant holy name, but they talk about Vedas. That's what's happening in the current world. Even in Sanatana Dharma, people are speaking like this. So because they don't follow any rules and regulations, they don't follow 4 regulative principles. They do whatever they want to do, and they want to again speak about the spiritualism. That's what's happening. So that's why there is lot of confusion in the world. That's why we should only accept Guru who is in bona fide Sampradaya. And this guru, we should not accept guru like a fashion. Okay, I accept him as a guru just for a fashion. No, not like that. It doesn't give any result. And again, that same guru should be able to deliver us from these clutches of this material life cycle, birth and death. If he cannot do that, he is not a guru. So he should be able to deliver us from these clutches of material life cycle, birth and death. Otherwise, he cannot be a guru. So that is why we have to be very, very careful while choosing guru. So he should be a Vaishnava, and he should be in the bona fide sampradaya, and he should not be doing any sense gratification, and he should be only in the service of Krishna. And at the same time, the guru, he should give the proper knowledge to the disciple. He would always, the bona fide guru, he would always speak about Krishna. And he doesn't encourage people to worship demigods or other devatas, because only Krishna or Vishnu can give liberation. He can only take away us from these material clutches of birth and death. Only Krishna or Vishnu can do. Muktim dadati iti mukundaha. Only Mukunda, Krishna or Vishnu forms. They only can liberate us from this material world. Even Lord Shiva, it is mentioned in Bhagavatam, Siva Virinchi Nutam Saranyam. Deyas Sada Paribhavagnam Abhishtadoham Tirthaspadam Siva Virinchi Nutam Saranyam Ruchhardiham Pranatapala Bhavabdipotam. So, even Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, Siva, Virinchi is Lord Brahma, they worship the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. So, even people, they say, okay, if someone dies leaves their body in Kasi, they'll get liberation. Even to get that liberation, Lord Shiva will go and chant Harinam in the ear of that living entity. Then only they'll get liberation. Lord Shiva can only recommend one to do for the liberation. He cannot give the liberation. Only Vishnu or Krishna have that capacity. So that is why Bejiro Adayo Munagre Bhagavantam Madokshayam Sattvam Visuddham Kshemaya Kalpante Anu Tanvihya. So this Adokshaja is Sattvam Visuddham. His existence is above these modes of material nature. So he can only give that Kshema, that ultimate benefit we can only gain from this Krishna. So that is why we have to always take shelter of Krishna or Vishnu to get rid of from this material clutches of birth and death. So that only Guru can give that. Only Guru can give that. So that these are the qualifications of Guru. So we have to be very careful while choosing a Guru. So and here in the purport, Srila Prabhupada, he talks about the age of Kali is very dangerous for the human being. We are in this Kali Yuga. We have been discussing about this Kali Yuga in this first canto. Human life is simply meant for realization. Atato Brahma Jignasa. Other than that, there is no other object, because we got this human life only for the self-realization. Because if you want to do sense gratification, so there are better bodies where we can do more sense gratification than human body. So that this human body is not meant for sense gratification. So this is meant for self-realization. But due to this dangerous age, men have completely forgotten the aim of life. So the people in this Kali Yuga have completely forgotten that aim of life. So in this age, the lifespan will gradually decrease. So people will gradually lose their memory, finer sentiments, strength and better qualities. So we are seeing, right? So every day people are losing their qualities, right? So we know the Kali qualities. Prayana alpaishu. So we are short-lived. Our minds are dull-minded, mandaha and sumanda matayo. And we are misguided. And manda bhagyaha, we are unfortunate, and we are on top of that upadhritaha, we are overly frustrated or disturbed. So a list of the anomalies for this age is given in the 12th canto of this work. And so this age is very difficult for those who want to utilize this life for self-realization. So it's very difficult, this age, who wants to utilize this for self-realization. So the people are so busy with sense gratification that they completely forget about self-realization. If we go to outside world, no one talks about self-realization. No one talks about it. So they have completely forgotten, because we are guided by blind people. Because low class Sudras are ruling the world. So what they can do? They can only engage people in sense gratification. They can only engage in sense gratification. They take even the money from the temples and they use it for some other purpose. So all low class Sudras are ruling nowadays. So they are blind. They don't know. They only engage in sense gratification. They engage people also in sense gratification. That's what's happening. So out of madness, they frankly say that there is no need for self-realization, because they do not realize that this brief life is but a moment on our great journey towards self-realization. So they frankly say that there is no need for self-realization. If you start talking about Lord or Bhagavan with others, they simply say that no, we are not interested. And they never realize that this brief life is but a moment on our great journey towards self-realization. Our life is like a flash, actually. It is just like a moment. So there is a big line. This current life is just like a moment. So if you take Brahma's life, Sahasra Yuga Paryantam Aharhat Brahmano Vidhu. One day of Brahma is 1000 Chatur Yugas. So one Chatur Yuga is 4 Yugas, right? Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara, Kali. These 4 Yugas, they combinedly make 4.32 billion years. Million years. That is one Chatur Yuga. Like that, 1000 Chatur Yugas. 1000 Chatur Yugas means 4.32 billion years. That is one day of Brahma. That is one day. And again he has night. Again that night is also for like 1000 Chatur Yugas. That completes one day, full day of Brahma. So one day of Brahma is Kalpa. And again the full day is 2000 Chatur Yugas. Like that he lives for 30 days, 50 years, 100 years. Like that he lives. Like he lives for 311 trillion years. Unimaginable. We can't even count how many zeros. So 311 trillion years. So in this Brahma's life, this Brahma's life, 100 years of Brahma is just like a one breathing of Mahavishnu. So if you compare this Brahma's life, what is our life? Our life is just, we may live for maybe 60 years, 80 years, up to maybe nowadays 80, 90 years. Right? It's just like a flash moment in this great journey of self-realization. So, but even though we don't realize that, but we don't take this life seriously. So we can die at any moment. But we don't take that serious because we are misled. So we have to understand this fact. Srila Prabhupada says it is just like but a moment, our life. It's just like a flash. But that's why the sadhus, the devotees, they don't care about all these material miseries. They don't care. Honor, dishonor, okay, just a moment of life. Right? Today I get some honor, tomorrow I get dishonor. So they don't care about it. Because they are worried about the highest goal, self-realization, to go back to home, back to Godhead. So that is why we have to take this life very seriously and to engage in the service of the Lord. And then further Srila Prabhupada says, the whole system of education is geared to sense gratification. And if a learned man thinks it over, he sees that the children of this age are being intentionally sent to the slaughterhouses of so-called education. So these are very strong words. Srila Prabhupada is saying, the children of this age are being intentionally sent to the slaughterhouses of so-called education. The children are being sent, so they are forced to send. So we are forced to send them to universities. They only teach about sense gratification. As soon as they come out from that university, they look for some job. Again, they want to earn money, they want to do sense gratification. So they never teach about any soul, the purpose of this human life. They never teach about soul. And even though they earn so much money, we don't get happiness. So we may become a CEO of a big company, but we won't get satisfaction because we are just doing sense gratification. We are not feeding our soul. Where is the feeding to the soul? We are feeding our body. We are eating day and night, but we are not feeding our body. That feeding to the soul is like Hare Krishna Mahamantra. We are not chanting. So we don't get that satisfaction, that happiness without Krishna in our life. So Srila Prabhupada says, learned one therefore must be cautious of this age, and if they at all want to cross over the dangerous ocean of Kali, they must follow the footsteps of sage Naimisaranya and accept Sri Suta Goswami as his bona fide representative as the captain of the ship. So before this, Srila Prabhupada says, yes, we have this body, this plava, boat, but nowadays what's happening, the scientists, instead of using this to cross the material ocean, they are just studying about this machine, this body. Okay, they are spending a lot of time to study this body. Okay, it's okay to study to some extent, but they are spending a lot of time. But even after studying, they cannot completely understand this body. So Srila Prabhupada says, if we ask them how many hairs you have got in your body, they cannot answer. They cannot give any answer. So they cannot even completely study this body. Even they study so many years. So that is the problem with the current civilization. That's what happening. So that is why if anyone who is very cautious to cross over this dangerous ocean of Kali, so Srila Prabhupada is saying they must follow the footsteps of the sages of Naimisaranya and accept Sri Suta Goswami as his bona fide representative as the captain of the ship. So we have to accept Sri Suta Goswami as his bona fide representatives as the captain of the ship. So the ship is the message of Lord Sri Krishna in the shape of Bhagavad Gita as Srimad Bhagavatham. So that ship is the message of Lord Sri Krishna. So we must accept a bona fide spiritual master as our guru and accept him as the captain of the ship, and we have to take the instructions of the Krishna as the favorable winds to fly smoothly on this ship, and we have to use this body to go to the other side of the ocean. We may get some difficulties, but Krishna will give the strength. We don't need to get disheartened. Definitely, Krishna, if you start doing that bhakti, if you start doing the spiritual path, definitely Krishna will help us. He will not leave us, because he is very anxious to take us back to Godhead. So he is very, very anxious. So we try not to worry. So Krishna will definitely help us. So he is already helping in the form of a guru. Guru is like a Chaitya guru. So Krishna's manifestation, Guru is like a Krishna's manifestation. So he is already helping. He will help us in the form of Guru, and definitely he will give his helping hand at every moment of our life to cross over any difficulties and finally to go back to home, back to Godhead. So now we have to understand how insignificant our life in this material world when compared with Brahma and other higher planetary living entities, and we have to take this life very seriously. And especially right now we are in golden age of Kali Yuga. So Krishna appears once in a day of Brahma, and after Krishna appears, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appears. He appeared 500 years back, and he inaugurated this Sankirtana movement. So this will go on for next 10,000 years. So this is the golden age it is going on, right? It's all the predictions given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Chaitanya Charitamrita given, they are all coming true. So this movement is spreading. So this we have to take full advantage of this Hare Krishna movement and this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and finally go back to home, back to Godhead. Take this Krishna consciousness movement very seriously, and you are all fortunate souls. Start chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra daily, and finally go back to home, back to God. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Please forgive me if I spoke anything wrong. Thank you.
So now it's a session for reflections. Everyone should speak. Make sure that you were attentive. Right? So who goes first? In the order of this position, location. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
First class. So, yeah, as you nicely explained, how this body is we can treat this body as a boat. In order to cross over this material ocean, we should have a very good captain. So, as per mentioned in this Bhagavatam, we should definitely approach a bona fide guru who is in disciplic succession to act as a captain, and then only he can take us back to Godhead, cross this material ocean. That is the one point I write. Right.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Closer.
So in today's understanding that I figure out is the Guru, that who is to whom in whom you can believe, and he is the only one who is a spiritual soul who can guide you through your life, and you should always believe in the path that he is going to lay down for you, and that would actually self-realization, that is what you will attain finally.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Very nice class. My reflection is that you have to be serious. You know everything now. I mean, not no. Like Prabhupada is making it very clear in the purport that it is difficult. So the Goswami is saying, sages are saying it's all known fact, but we have the mission, simple chanting and Srimad Bhagavatam. But now we are listening. I was telling to myself, like how you said at the end, that we have to be serious. Now that is all in our hands, how serious we take.
Yes. Yeah, I want to add one more thing. So this golden is going to be for 10,000 years. So right, our one day of the people in heavenly planets is 1 year of us, right? 6 months is Uttarayana, 6 months is Dakshinayana. So that is one day of like day and night for them. So their 3 months is our 80 years or 90 years. Their 3 months, right? And if you do by accidentally, if you do some pious activity, for example, if you go to Svargaloka, we have to stay there for 10,000 years. We have to, as per their rules, we have to stay there for 10,000 years. That means almost all the yugas will be done here. We don't know what yuga will be running at that time. So if we come back again, we don't know where we will end up. Again, we have to restart the process. So again, we definitely have to take this processing. But maybe if we have done some sinful activities, if we go to some animal life, I don't hope anyone go to there. But again, there is evolutionary process. We don't know when will it come back. So yeah, this is very simple process. Again, no need to get disheartened. So Srila Prabhupada always says, chant, be happy. Chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, be happy. Hare Nama Eva Kevalam. Just that Nama can save us. So Trayate Mahato Bhaya Swalpam Abhyasya Dharmasya. Even just by chanting one round every day, it will save us from the greatest dangers. So 16 rounds, that's what Srila Prabhupada mentioned, but yeah, whatever we can do, so chant and be serious, and it's very simple process again. It's no need to be like very hard and follow, like do tapasya. Tapasya here is to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. 16 rounds a day, follow 4 regulative principles, and accept a guru, and then you will finally come back to God.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you for the wonderful class. My reflection today is I really enjoyed how you explained that we are in the ocean of nescience, we are in the Kali, and our body that is given to us is like a ship, and Guru is a captain of the ship who is going to pull this body, which is like a ship, across this ocean of nescience. And our shastras are the winds, which are favorable winds, which are helping us move forward to the direction of Krishna. This is one thing I will remember from today. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. 3 things I got from today's speech, Prabhuji. One is how Kali, we are already in Kali, and how it is affecting us, and it's without the help of the Guru, we cannot nowhere go further up. So second thing is how when we hold the Guru that he will lead us like to go further into to reach Krishna. And the third one I thought, Prabhu, is how you said Krishna is also very eager to take us back. That actually touched me because I was thinking like we have to put so much effort that, but it's very nice to hear that Krishna is coming in the form of Guru and is eagerly waiting to take us back to him. Those 3 points are thank you.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare
Thank you so much, a wonderful class. No, thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, today in class I learned that it took us many births to reach this human form, and even in the human form there are many types of humans, and we're fortunate to be a devotee, so we should try to get back to Krishna in this lifetime. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, today I learned that the resources and the life we have, we shouldn't take advantage of it, and we should try to implement Krishna into everything we do, and not forget.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. What I learned is that how important it is to find a guru, because a guru can lead you to Krishna, and without a guru it's very hard.
Yeah.
In this uncertain future and life, technology even making more complex and more uncertain than anything else in past, and now passing through all this material world and going to our path and preserving our culture and tradition is lot more complex than before. It's harder it's easy to get forward, but preserving all this stuff is hard. So we really need Guru now than ever before to keep our focus in God and pass through all this material world, and that's important.
Yeah.
Thank you for your nice class, and today I just the importance of Guru. Without that we can understand.
Thank you.
Today I learned that you have to be very serious in this movement, and you have to get association of the good people whom you can trust to take out of this ocean.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. We need to have Guru too for us, who can help us to go back to Godhead, and also he emphasized more on why this human life is so more important rather than waiting for the next human life, and we never know when it will happen. So in this human life itself we have to take care about going back to Godhead.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thanks for this wonderful class. And my reflection is, I think life is so short, so every moment of life we need to use to chant Hare Krishna, and then it will be like we need to have a guru, so that even though like we are chanting, we can get a right direction and right guidance from a guru to reach the stage where we want to go and to surrender ourselves to Supreme Lord.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. I learned that a guru is needed in life in order to achieve salvation.
Hare Krishna Prabhu for beautiful class.
Thank you.
His Grace Seshapathi Prabhu ki joy. It's really Prabhu, very interesting, and everything you have discussed is really wonderful. The thing is, especially in I understand this thing, but I can also, but this thing is I can telling you again for this all the devotees. You said the guru is not a fashion. This is a very important thing. But we understand the self-realization, everything is okay, but very careful to choosing the guru. If it is blind person, and if you shelter the blind person, you also get the blind. You can go falling down any of the hole, then your life is going to be again messed up. This is the important thing. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu say, Kiba Vipra Kiba Neshi Shudra Kene Noy Jai Krishna Tattva Veta Shri Guru Hoy. This meaning, whoever the Vaishnavas, this you already mentioned that. We have to shelter this Guru, then he can deliver us. Without, this is not really for only, the danger, you can say like the difficult, the Krishna science is not really only difficult. Without Guru, we can't understand the Krishna science. Yeah. That's the easy and simple thing. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Seshapathi Prabhu. Thank you for the nice class. One thing that struck me is you mentioned about how difficult Kali Yuga is, and looking at the bigger picture, that how one should not lose sight of the goal, which is very important. You explained about how Kshana Bhangura our life is. So given that it's transient, if we focus on the difficulties or the challenges that we are facing in day to day and get actually overwhelmed by them, we will lose sight of the goal. So if you look at the bigger picture, 100 years of Brahma, and then that's only one Shwasa of Mahavishnu, then as you said, for pure devotees, Mana, Avaman, honor, dishonor, they don't care because they are always focused on the goal. That Krishna is my goal and all these are transient, so I have to keep focusing on reaching Krishna. So if one makes that determination and strongly works on that, incremental progression, it may take millions of lifetimes, but then I don't care because Krishna is protecting us, right? So that helps. So keeping the goal, the ultimate goal in sight, and looking at the bigger picture, which is really nicely explained. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Any questions?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Sorry. Online there are 3 devotees. I would like to ask them before we get into questions. Mataji, any reflections you want to share? Vatsala Mataji, Raschaitanya Prabhu.
Thank you very much for the nice class, Prabhu. What my understanding is, it's very important to have a guru, Vaishnava guru, and also our soul needs to have constant touch with Sri Krishna and the guru, So we shouldn't forget ourselves because of so many drawbacks are there in our daily life and Kali Yuga. So our as Shyam Kumar Prabhu said, we have to be focused. Well, no matter what is happening with you, I think we should be focused on your goal and your chanting and your Jagat Guru, Srila Prabhupada, what his mission was, and follow that. I think if you keep trusting yourself, trusting Guru and chanting, I think unknowingly or knowingly you will hear from Krishna through somebody somewhere.
Yeah.
So it's better, it's important because I'm getting into older years. A lot of things happen in a daily life. So you need to focus and follow your guru's, instructions and Srila Prabhupada's instructions too. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you. Thank you, Vatsala Mataji. Does Chaitanya Prabhu want to share something? You want to unmute? You're breaking up, Prabhu.
My video is not on. My audio is on.
You're breaking up. Okay, go ahead. Still breaking up, Prabhu. Okay. Anyways, so anyone has any questions before we continue to the next program? Oh my, okay. Same as yours. Yes, short life, Prabhu. So, as you said, even if we live according to the specified life age, right? Kali Yuga is 100 years for us. Even if we live, like last week we learned from Srila Prabhupada's purport, even if we live for that long, it will be full of difficulties. Last purport was that, right? Last week. Yes. So that is why. So if we realize that, and when we compare to the life of Lord Brahma, ours is nothing. Yes. So why are we struggling so much for attaining some material possession, for attaining some honor? As you said, honor, dishonor, we should not care. So if we get to that stage, that is actually self-realization. And we have to get to that stage. So that is my reflection, that I will try to, I'm not going to be successful, but that is where we have to get. That our life is very short. Don't worry about all this honor, dishonor, position, money, prestige, pride, all these things. Just keep the highest goal. Highest goal is two things: please Guru and Krishna. So whatever activities we do in our life, in our daily life actually, forget about the entire life, daily life, early morning when we get up, whatever activity we do, starting from morning, the first morning what we do, we stand in front of the mirror. Right? First thing we do that, right? As soon as we get up, we go to bath, right? First thing we do is stand in front of the mirror. That is the first downside, actually, to say. Because when we see in the mirror, that is me. That is this body. I have to decorate my body. Okay, so that is that. I'm talking about myself, not you all. So we have to get away from this sense gratification, right from the first activity in the morning. Okay? And even when you go to bath, we almost spend half an hour, 45 minutes, 1 hour. That means we are satisfying ourselves, our body. Okay, so spiritualists say that taking bath 5 minutes. If you are done, that means you are cleaning up for the sake of Krishna, for the sake of doing activities for Krishna. So that's how, the bottom line is, any activity we do, if we don't please Krishna and Guru, that means it's gone. That activity is a waste. So that is why we have to take conducive environment, like anukulyasya sankalpa pratikulyasya varjana. Whatever is favorable for us in Krishna consciousness, take it. Whatever is not favorable, give it up. If gadget is not favorable, give it up. Facebook is not favorable, give it up. Twitter is not favorable, give it up. Right? But gadget is favorable for reading Srimad Bhagavatham sloka, now take it. That's what it is. That's my realization. Sorry. They're scolding me. But so any questions?
Thank you, Prabhu. Yeah, the question is, you are talking about this Brahma life in the 100 years. It is so long, but it's also like one beginning of the Vishnu. But I just probably read something also the Srimad Bhagavatam. When just Brahma, when just the Garbhodakshay Vishnu, when the Padmanal is coming and also the growing up, and inside this Brahma is already created, right? Then he just hear the tapo, this sound. He's starting the tapusya, and the Vishnu is appeared, and he gave it to the bone, all of the things, and he going to back to the Vaikuntha Loka. He's just describe all the things to Brahma also. Brahma can see the Lord, all the Vaikuntha Loka. That Srila Prabhupada already explained everywhere. Even the small living quantities, ant, and also big, and the highest, living entities, Brahma, all of are mortal. My question is if it is mortal, then how? Because if anyone see the Krishna or Vishnu in the front of them, this all the transcendental. Krishna is transcendental. Also, his Vaikuntha Lok is also on the Golok with the transcendental. I heard another story also. If one guy is also going to the Vaikuntha Loka, and with the Shiva, Brahma, and also the Narad Muni, and they said, meaning this, they're asking, the guy is asking, what is the meaning of Radharani? It means a Radha name. They don't know anyone. Then all of this with Brahma, Narad Muni and Shiva, all going to the Vishnu. It might be Vishnu can know that. We don't know about that. And when he goes to this, the Vaikuntha Loka, then already Vishnu is explaining here. Now, the Radharani is the name, very powerful. If anyone can chanting Radharani or this name, he can definitely come to me, means like Vaikuntha Loka. Then he never goes back to the material world. This thing is that Brahma already see everything and Krishna is appearing in his front. Then how Brahma is mortal? This is my question. If it's, please.
Yeah, sure, Prabhuji. Yeah, if Brahma is a devotee, again he will go back to home. Next slide. Brahma. So he's also a Jiva Tattva. So in one lecture, I think Srila Prabhu, somewhere I have read, the current Brahma is the devotee of Krishna. So after his, he is in now 51 year is going on, 51th year is going on. In the 51th year, he completed 21 Chatra Yugas. 28th is going on right now, Kali Yuga. So after his posting is done, again he will go back to home, back to God if he is a devotee. Otherwise, again, he has to fall down. Again, if he is not a devotee, definitely again, he has to roam around in this material world. So most of the times he will go back to home, back to Godhead. But if he's still having that kind of material attraction, he will not. And another thing is, Vishnu, Lord, he will not directly appear to Brahma, as per Bhagavatam, when they went to Kshirodakasaya Vishnu, Kshirasagara, to ask him to take to appear in this material world to annihilate the demons, he went along with all the Devatas and Mother Bhumi, Earth. He did not appear in front of him. He has given the instructions through the heart. Tene Brahma Hruda Adi Kavaye. So he has given instructions in the form of the heart. He never appeared in his in his divine form, in his transcendental form. Even Srila Prabhupada says that, and it is there in the Krishna book also. So even in tapaha, maybe he would have got some glance, but maybe I don't know, maybe he would have appeared, but definitely if he's not a devotee, again he has to roam around here. If he is a devotee, he will definitely go back to home, back to God. Yes. Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Seshapathi Prabhu. Any more questions before we go to the next program? Okay. Online devotees? Okay, no sound. No sound is good sound. Yeah? Okay. So next program is kids program, sloka recitation. After this, Damodarashtakam. Okay. Just a reminder that going forward every week, Kirtida will be leading Saturday school, like how we have Sunday school. It is Saturday school. We started today. Okay, for the kids, there will be kids Bhagavatam. It is kind of fun activities, interactive session, and question answers and stories, like that. So it will be very interesting for kids. So today they all participated, many kids, not adult kids, but kids. Okay, so she will define what age it is. So next Saturday onwards, this Saturday onwards is started, but next Saturday it will be starting exactly on time. The class starts here, the class starts there. Today it got delayed because of some technical difficulties. So it will start 6:30. So please don't miss next week onwards. Thank you. Kids, who is going first? Come stand here. Loudly to the mic.
Dhritarashtra Vacha Dharmakshete Kurukshetre Samaveta Yuddhava Mamaka Pandavashiva Kiva Kurvata Sanjaya. Dhritarashtra said, "O Sanjay, after my sons and the sons of Pandu assembled at the place of Kurukshetra in Kurukshetra desiring to fight, what did they do?" Shri Bhagavan Vacha Soshyananda Sosha Swam Pragna Vadam Shabhasase Katashura Katashusha Nanu Soshanti Pandita. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "While speaking learned words, you are mourning for what is not worthy of grief. Those who are wise lament neither for the living nor for the dead." Natva evam jatinasam natvam nemecana dipa nacheva navavishamaham sarve vayam atapam. Never was there a time where I did not exist, nor you, nor all the kings, nor will there be a time where we all cease to be. The soul continuously passes in this body from boyhood to youth to old age. Similarly, the soul passes into another body at the time of death. Sarvam idam tatam vinasham avyayasya na kashchit kartum arhati. You better go there. Know that the one which pervades the entire world, the body is indestructible. No one is able to destroy the imperishable soul.
Dharma Sete Go Sete Samadeva Yutava Mamaka Pandava Jeva Kirma Korvaka Sanjaya. Thetava said, O Sanjay, after Vaisudina son of Pandu, a summer at the prison parent, and Goksita, what did they do? Ashoja Vedmasho Joshua, Pagana Vananta Pasuje, Katasuna Katasunsa, Nano Shosani Pandita. The Supreme Panacea of God had said, wise speakers learn what you are mindful of, what is not worthy of grief. Those who are wise have neither for the living nor for the dead. Natra Bevam Tajunasam, Natra Neme Janatapa, Nateva Navesama, Survey Mayamatapa. Never was there a time who had denied this, no you, no artist king, nor the future any of us ceased to be. They no spend it he, Koma Vam Yovanam Java, Tata de Amda Bhakti, Jivas Tatarami Vati, as the embodied term continuously passes from boyhood to youth to old age, restore 70% into another body at death. A self-realized soul is not prohibited by such a change. Matas person to go there, Sita Nasuka, Hakamapaino, Neta, Tamte Sasavata, Osanakanti, the non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress, and their disappearance. In due course, are like this disappearance and appearance of summer and winter season. There is the advice from preparation or thinking about why must not tolerate that without being disturbed. Avinasa to the Viti, Hinasara Vedantatam, Vinasama Vayasaja, Nakati Kartamarasi. Know that which pervades the entire body is indestructible. No one is able to destroy the imperishable soul.
I use the F word too. चित्रावाच धर्मचित्र कुरुचित्र सुमिता युष्वा मम कहा पांडव शिव किम कुरत संजय नत्वे वाहम जातुनासम नत्वा नेमे जमाधिपा न चैव भवश्यामा सर्वे वयमता परम
धृतराष्ट्र उवाच धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेतायुत्सवः मामका पाण्डवाश्चैव किं कुर्वन्ति Sanjaya? Dhritarashtra said, O Sanjaya, after my sons and the sons of Pandu assembled in the place of pilgrimage at Kurukshetra, being desirous to fight, what did they do? 2.11 Also chanting the soldiers son Kanya Varam Cha Vashase Kadasam Sa Kadasam Sha Nanu Sochanti Panditaha. While speaking learned words, you are mourning for what is not worthy of grief. Those who are wise lament not for the living, neither for the dead. 2.12 Natva evam jatuna sham natva neme janatipa nachevana vishama sarve vayamata paraha. Never was there a time where I did not exist, nor you, nor all these kings, nor in the future shall any of us teach to be. 2.13 Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaramyo varanjanaha Vatani hantara prapte dhira satanamunite. As the embodied soul passes in this body from boyhood to youth to old age, the soul similarly passes into another body at the time of death. Those who are wise, but the self-realized soul is not bewildered by such a change. 2.40 Mata Sprashastu Kaunteya Shito Sasuka Dukkadaha Agamapaino Nitya Stanfite Bharata. The non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress and their disappearance in due course appear and disappear like the summer and winter season. O sign of Bharata, one must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed. 2.17 Tadviti yenam sarvamidam nakachit kartamarhati. Know that which pervades the entire body is indestructible.
No one is able to destroy the imperishable soul.
Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre Samvedayutsava Mamakapadavasthega Kimma Kurvata Sanjaya Asochayananvasochatvam Pragyavadansha Bharsase Gatasuna Gatasuna Sochanta Panditaha Natu Eham Jatanasam Natam Neme Janadipaha Nachayvava Vishyamaha Sarva Vayamataparam Dehinosmin yata dehi kaumaranyavanandra Taradihantira praptir dhiras tatra namuhyati Matras prasasta kaunteya sitoshna sukhadukkadaha Agama pahino nityastam satikshasva bharata Avinasina tattvetti yena sarvam idam tatam Vinasam avyavastasyam sarva vayam ataparam Nakasyit kartumarhati
Avinashitu tadviti Vijana sarvam idam tatam Vinasha avyayasasya Nakasyit kartum arhati
Avinashitu tadviti Yena sarvamidam tatam Vinasam avyayasya Nakasyit kartumarhati. Know that which pervades the entire body is indestructible. No one is able to destroy the imperishable soul.
Dhritarashtra vacha dharmakshetre kurukshetre samaveta Mamaka Pandavasyeva Kimma Kurvata Sanjaya. Dhritarashtra said, O Sanjaya, after my sons and the sons of Pandu assembled on the place of pilgrimage at Kurukshetra, desiring to fight, what did they do? Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Asochayananva Sochasva Prajna Varamsha Bhasase Gatasuna Gatasunsi Snanu Sochanti Pandita. Supreme Personality of Godhead said, while speaking learned words, you are lamenting for what is not worthy of grief. Those who are wise neither lament neither for the dead nor the living. Natva evam jatana sam natva neme janadipana chevam nam bhavishyama sarve vayamata param. Never was there a time where I did not exist, nor you, nor any of the kings, nor will there be a time in the future where we cease to be. Dehinosmin yata dehe koma ramya vananjara tata dehantara praptir dhiras tatra namuhyati. As the embodied soul continuously passes from boyhood to youth to old age, the soul similarly passes from one body to another at the time of death. A self-realized soul is not bewildered by the change. Matra sparshasta kvantaya shitoshna sukhadukkada agamapaino nityastam tikshastu bharata. Avinashitu tadviti yena sarvamidam tatam vinasham yavyayasya na kaschit kartum arhasi. Matra sparshasta kvantaya shitoshna sukhadukkada agamapaino nityastam tikshastu bharata. O son of Kunti, the non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress is like the appearance of the winter and summer seasons. They arise from self-perception, O sign of Bharata. One must learn to not tolerate without being disturbed. Avinashi Tadviti Yena Sarvamidam Tatam Vinasham Avyayasya Nakashit Kartum Arhati. Know that which pervades the entire body is indestructible. No one is able to destroy the imperishable soul.
Again, one more round of big applause to the kids. Wonderful effort. Great. Thank you. So now, before we do the Damodarashtakam, I have one announcement about Srila Prabhupada's disappearance day. When is that? November 16th. So Saujanya Mataji has something to say about. Quick.
Hare Krishna everyone. I just heard from the temple authorities that if all the devotees can write any offerings for Srila Prabhupada, and then I can share my email address, then I will send it to the temple so they'll compare, and then they'll distribute the offering, and they'll also give it to Srila Prabhupada. And as Prabhuji said in today's class, Srila Prabhupada took a lot of effort to give us all this valuable treasure. So even if it's one sentence, whatever you can just write it, and then I'll share my email address. I'm still here. If you can email it by Saturday, which is November 11th. So they'll have time another 2-3 days to compile it. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me or Sita Mataji in the temple. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Saujanya Mataji. So now we'll do Damodarashtakam, after that Prasadam. So Damodarashtakam will frame a line here from this side, and kids specifically, they have to be with parents because that is a fire. And as soon as you finish your offering, there will be a bowl with water, just put it in that. Okay? So I'll keep that while Damodarashtakam is going on. Okay, so you all know the prayers, right? Ashtakam. So Muktidatri Mataji will be leading and you just follow. So while the prayer is going on, then I'll arrange the key weeks. Okay? So please make a line on this side, and kids should be with the parents. Okay? Thank you. Online devotees.
We are here.
Yes.
Namamishram Satchidanandrupam Lashatkandalam Gokul-Dehajamanam Namamishram Namamishram Satchidanandrupam Lashatkandalam Gokul-Dehajamanam Namamishram
कृपा सिंधु भवेव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
अनंतकोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय। हरि हरि बोल। Thank you once again. So we'll have prasadam now. Before that, I would like to announce. So from December 1st week until January 2nd week, I'm not available. I'm going to India. So I would prefer some devotees who can take care of organizing before everybody arrives here, organizing everything like this, and then at the end take charge of cleaning up. Don't have to do all by themselves, but they just have to coordinate. Okay, so you don't have to tell now, but I'm just putting a word so that you have 3 weeks to think over. So you can split 2 Prabhus 1 week, 2 Prabhus another week. However you want to plan, you can plan. But somebody should take charge of it so that I can give the keys to them. I have the keys of the center. So just make sure that whatever we are following now, it can go as is. And Sanjay Prabhu said they painted this very new. Okay, make sure no harm to the painting. They have invested so much money in this painting. So make sure that. So that's why I kept all those tables a little far away from the wall today, just to make sure. Okay. So there are some small housekeeping things which I can tell, and you all know, of course. So whoever wants to take charge of it in those 6 weeks, from December 1st week to January 3rd week. So 6 weeks I'm not available. So think over it. 3 weeks you have time. Prabhuji and Mataji, thank you. Mahaprasade Govinde.
Mahaprasade Govinde.
Nama Brahmani Vaishnave.
Nama Brahmani Vaishnave.
Salpa Punyavatam Rajan.
Salpa Punyavatam Rajan.
Vishwaso Naiva Jayate.
Vishwaso Naiva Jayate.
Sharira Vidyaja.
Sharira Avidyaja.
Jarendriya Taheka.
Jarendriya Taheka.
Jiva Phale Vishya Sagare.
Jive Phale Vishya Sagare.
Taramadde Jivvahati.
Taramadde Jivvayati.
Lubhomaya Sudurmati.
Lubhomaya Sudurmati.
Ake Jeta Katina Samsare.
Ake Jeta Katina Samsare.
Krishna Barodayamai.
Krishna Barodayamai.
Kuri Bhara Jivajai. Swaprasada Nadilobai.
Swaprasada Nadilobai.
Shri Annamrita Prabhu.
Shri Annamrita Prabhu.
Shri Radha Krishna Gunagao.
Shri Radha Krishna Gunagao.
Premida Korsi Chaitanya Nitai.
Premida Korsi Chaitanya Nitai.
Jai Nimai Jai Nitai.
Jai Nimai Jai Nitai.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Prabhu Nityananda.
Prabhu Nityananda.
Shri Advaita Gadadhara.
Shri Advaita Gadadhara.
Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Lovely. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Radha Krishna Mahaprasadam ki
Jai.
Radha Dhamodar ki
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Thank you everyone. Radha Vrindavan Chandra ki Jai. Thank you everyone. Thank you online devotees. Sorry you are going to miss Prasadam. Hari Bol.